Welcome back to Game 2 of our Mainland Cup here between Canterbury Hockey and Otago Hockey. Game 2 sees our under-18 girls face off, and here in the commentary box I have Lockie Crowell with me as well. Lockie, what are your thoughts on the game ahead?
Cheers Jaden. I'm thinking it's going to be quite a close game. Obviously the Canterbury team have a lot more experience in terms of school girls, with a fair few of their teams being in the Federation Cup and only Columbia College being in the Federation Cup from Otago, but I think it'll be quite a close game. With each side having their few key players, and I think the depth will be pretty important in the fitness as well. So yeah.
If the last game's anything to go on, I'm sure we are definitely in for a treat. Otago went up 3-2 in the last game to take the win, so I'm sure Otago girls here will be looking to counter that and take a win again. Sorry, the last score was actually 3-4 to Otago, not 3-2. Shout out to our umpires down here, they've been doing well, and I'm sure they're in for a great game here as well. It looks as if Otago have won the toss here, so they are looking to start, and I'm sure they'll be looking to make a attacking opportunity as nice and early as possible. And there goes the starting whistle. Otago looking to hold the ball up the right hand side there to Alabouf on the right. She looks to go out into the middle. Who gives a nice ball into the middle there. Attacking opportunity here. Play down the left hand side with the Otago team, looking to break halfway. And we recycle that back out. Great pressure here from the Canterbury team, putting the defence of Otago under the pump. And a turnover here sees Canterbury at the top of the circle. Big reverse from the baseline and a great save from the goalie, long corner there.
Yeah, already we're seeing quite a aggressive press from Canterbury. That's what they'll be wanting to do. We'll start with the long corner. Oh, unlucky.
Canterbury unfortunate to not capitalise on that, giving the ball straight out the baseline to give Otago a 16 here. Canterbury sticking with a high press here and not giving many opportunities to the Otago team. An early turnover there from the Canterbury team, putting the backs under pressure, takes that free hit really quickly and wins another free hit just inside the 25. Great attacking opportunity, free hit taken quickly as possible. And we have a circle penetration here. Drive the baseline. It doesn't get past the Otago stick there for a long corner.
Yeah, well, I think this first few minutes is going to be a bit of a summary of how the game's going to be turning out. Otago have defended quite well with these few chances. The likes of Emily Brosnahan and Molly Lowe, etc. They'll be looking to use them as an outlet because I've got a very hard pass, lots of good ball speed, and as we come through, just a bit of a mistake there from Otago. Need to capitalise on those. You don't want to see too many simple mistakes like that.
Again, just like the last game, it's that last pass that's not really getting to the Canterbury players' stick. But again, great pressure coming from the Canterbury girls here, and they will definitely be looking to continue that and put a ball in the back of the net here. Double turnover here sees Otago hold possession of the ball on the left-hand side, but great defence coming from the Canterbury team to get that ball back and attack that right-hand side. The Canterbury player getting crunched by two Otago players who have successfully won the ball, and they look to transfer that ball to a high striker who manages to win the ball and get in front of her defender. Ball into the middle of the field here to the captain, who looks to beat two players and put the ball wide, transferred to the left hand side. And a great attacking opportunity here for the Otago team. Ball just in front of the circle, but a Canterbury player getting the stick to it. And Otago have managed to win a free hit on the dotted line outside the circle, and I'm sure they'll definitely be looking to get the ball in the circle here as quickly as possible. But unfortunately Canterbury have managed to get in the way of that, now attacking that right hand side.
As we see Canterbury punching up the sideline. Good use of skill. Oh, here we go. Great save from the goalkeeper, and we'll look for a long corner. It was a good attacking set play from Canterbury. You know, they're looking up the line, they're looking up out wide. You know, they're not trying to congest the middle, which is good to see. Great tackle from the Otago player. It's a good pass. However, the striker could not get onto the end of it. We'll see Canterbury restart just outside of their 22, I believe. They'll be looking to be quite patient.
Free hit here for Canterbury, just inside their 25. I'm sure they'll look to recycle the ball out. Otago, a nice high pressure here, not giving them an easy outlet. As she looks to give that ball straight in the middle, straight turn over to the Otago player here, to the Otago skipper. Looks to transfer that ball out left. We have another great attacking opportunity here from Otago. Ball just outside the circle. Nice 1-2 play here from these two girls, who manages to win a long corner. Long corner here from Otago. Great defence from the Canterbury team, not giving an easy pass. They go straight down the middle, but Canterbury gets their stick on the ball. Nikita here on the ball, giving a pass out right, but Canterbury managing to mop that one up and retain possession of the ball. And getting a free hit there, just putting the ball onto a foot. This will be a nice chance for them to settle and restart here. Great pressure here from the Otago strikers, a great high press, not giving them that easy outlet. Putting them under the pump as soon as they get the ball. Great skill there from the Canterbury player, managing to win a free hit there while that added pressure is there. Again, those Otago players still putting that pressure on from the start. A bobbly pass here coming from the Canterbury team, but a great trap there from the other back. Nice one touch up the right-hand side there to one of the Canterbury players, who gets good control of the ball and passes it to another player up the right-hand side there. See a great bit of skill there, but also some great defence from the Otago team. And some great physicality out there from the girls, which is great to see, and the umpire's just letting it flow.
Now we see Otago with a good opportunity. It's a 2-on-1 opportunity. It's a great ball. Another good chance. See the player recycle the ball. Good under the shoulder pass, but it's well cut out by the Canterbury defence. As you see, Otago restart inside the Canterbury 22. Molly Lowe dribbling towards the baseline. It's a good ball. Chance. But it's a good out pass. Now we see the transfer, the midfield transfer. It's a good wide pass. Now we really have an opportunity here, but I think Emily Brosnahan's got a bit of pace about her. She's recycled that ball quite nicely, and she just looks to get a bit of a free hit here. Oh, unlucky.
Great bit of defence there from the Otago team, not letting that ball into the circle. Canterbury managing to win a free hit just on the left-hand side here in the Otago half. I'm sure they will be looking for an attacking opportunity here. Recycling out to the back as we look for a transfer around the right. Not the greatest of passes, but it's been recycled and mopped up by the Canterbury defence. And a harsh call here from the referee for a bit of an elbow, and I'm sure that the Canterbury team won't like that one bit. Nice big overhead there from the Canterbury defence, but unfortunately it hasn't gone past an Otago stick here. So we now have an attacking opportunity for Otago on their right-hand side, which has been cleaned up well by the Canterbury player, who's managed to win a free hit by putting the ball on the foot. It's a great bit of hockey here from both teams, as the play has been on both ends, but I would say Canterbury has managed to hold possession more than Otago so far. As an attempted overhead is unsuccessful, it has been called dangerous. Otago looking to make a quick break on the left-hand side for a great bit of skill, winning a free hit there. Another great attacking opportunity here from Otago, and we'll see what they can do with it. Otago on the ball on their left-hand side, who looks to give a nice ball down the line, but unfortunately Canterbury has managed to get in front of that, starting their counter-attack on their right-hand side, looking for that long pass to the middle of the field. Unfortunately straight to an Otago stick, but Canterbury have managed to put them under the pump and win a free hit, or a turnover, sorry, which could turn into an attacking opportunity, but well cleaned up by the Otago team. Another opportunity here for Canterbury, manages to get the ball in the circle, and they win a free hit. The ball has been deemed dangerous by the umpire, and Otago won the free hit there.
Yeah, it's good defence from Otago. You know, they're not dipping into those tackles. You know, they're shadowing them to good positions, and we'll be seeing that throughout the rest of the game as the ball comes back towards Emily Brosnahan. A nice sort of one touch to the wide half. She looks to dribble up the line and gives the ball through the middle. That's cut off well by Canterbury. They'll probably look to outlet here. Oh no, they go up. It's a good touch from the Canterbury player, just relieves the pressure a little bit. And here come Otago.
Nice harsh whistle there, not being fired from the Canterbury player. I'm sure if that happens again, we might start to see some cards coming out early in this game. Opportunity here for Otago on their right-hand side, transferring the ball through the middle, all the way to their back, running on to that. It's turned out to be a great pass, great transfer, and unfortunately she has dribbled that ball out. And they look to take a nice free hit, nice and quickly there, starting their counter-attack on the right-hand side. And I'm sure they'll be very happy with that. A nice diving stop there, but unfortunately the ball stayed in, and Canterbury's managed to get possession of that. Driving that baseline again, but not getting past an Otago stick down there. I'm sure Canterbury is going to be very happy with how their performance has come so far, really putting Otago under the pump. With Otago probably looking to step their game up going into the next quarter and the last 7 minutes here. Well, their pass is not always getting stick to stick, so I'm sure that's something they'll be looking to improve on going forward.
Yeah, exactly right, Jaden. As we see Canterbury restart just in front of halfway in Otago's half. Nice crossfield overhead. If Otago can cut it out, they can't, unfortunately. Free hit for Otago. It's a good midfield ball to Brooke McAwee. They'll be looking to use her. She's a very good dribbler. She's got great vision. She's a threat when she's on the field. It's a good free hit. So we restart to Brooke again. She'll be looking to dump it out to Ella Booth, which is unfortunately cut out by the Canterbury striker. And here's a good chance. It's a good touch, nice tackle. Yeah, Otago are quite happy to sit their high strikers up, get a few seagulls going, and you know it's quite a trend that all of their chances have come from high strikers penetrating the circle, and it's been working for them. Well,
big long hit there from the Canterbury player, getting to an Otago stick though, and Canterbury quickly looking to put them under the pump and getting that ball out. Ball into the middle, but unfortunately going to a Canterbury stick. A shot here on the left-hand side. Nice flat reverse, and it's gone in the back of the goal. What a well-worked play there from Canterbury, taking their time, waiting for that shot, and a nice flat reverse there from that Canterbury player on the left, and a touch in the middle to put it in the back of the goal. That's a well-deserved goal by the Canterbury team. Continuously pressure that they've been putting on, and it's ended in a goal there.
Yeah, well, you could feel a goal was coming. The pressure from Canterbury was relentless. Their press didn't give anything for the Otago back forward to outlet with, and as we restart with Brooke McAwee, ball's cut out from the Canterbury midfielder, just couldn't get on the end of that pass. We see a duff pass, Ella Booth falls over unfortunately, and Canterbury just reset with their central defender. It's a good roll, good ball speed, it's a good trap. Great midfield ball as Canterbury punch up the field. Oh, unlucky.
I think a big difference in this game so far is Canterbury are managing to get that ball to stick continuously, finding their players. And unfortunately, Otago at the moment is turning the ball over a lot, giving the ball to the Canterbury players. I'm sure that's something they'll definitely be looking to work on going into the next quarter and for the rest of this quarter. And I'm sure that will lead to a goal. And hopefully, a turnover there on the left-hand side, unfortunately giving Otago a free hit. Looking to take it nice and quick to find another circle penetration there. Great tackle in the middle there for a long corner. Canterbury looking to capitalise yet again, continuously adding that pressure, looking to go 2 goals up with 4 minutes to go on this quarter, managing to win a free hit just outside the circle. And they take that nice and quickly, ball early into the circle, getting past Otago stick. Another shot on goal, but a great save by the goalie, and Otago managed to work that one out on the right hand side. Ball not going very far though, finding the sideline inside the 25, giving Canterbury the free hit on the right hand side there. And they look to just slow things down and set up before they take that free hit. a ball into the middle, looking for that one time into the circle, but a Otago stick getting in the way. And a bit of a dirty tackle there from the Canterbury player, trying to come around the player, but unfortunately you just can't do that. Getting a free hit. A great attacking opportunity on the left-hand side here for Otago, finding a player, looking for a big reverse here, keeping that. Unfortunately, that has not gone into the circle, and Canterbury have got possession of that. But not finding a player, finding the sideline, giving Otago a free hit on their left-hand side. I'm sure they're going to look to put a ball in the circle. Yeah, a nice long ball into the circle, which has found a stick of Otago player. A big hit there. That's unfortunate not to get a PC. I'm sure that skimmed the leg of the Canterbury player, but the umpire hasn't seen anything. And Canterbury look to counter on the left, but finding the sideline, giving Otago the free hit there. Ella Booth on the ball on their right-hand side. And I'm sure she's going to look to go forward if they can. If not, recycle that out to the back, and she does. Immediate pressure, though, coming from the Canterbury player. Finding Brooke in the middle, and she goes a nice awaited pass there, but unfortunately that Canterbury player's got to it. Bit of a hustle, but a free hit there to Otago.
Yeah, Otago have bounced back from that goal that Canterbury capitalised on. They're really being quite patient with the ball, just knocking it around the back a few times and looking for those midfield channels to open up. And as we have Ella Booth recycling the ball out to Molly Lowe at the back, and she'll look to give the ball wide, hopefully. Oh, unfortunately, she loses the ball. Now it's a one-on-one with the keeper. The defender's doing really well to get back, and it's great pressure, pushing the Canterbury striker wide. It's good defending.
That's great pressure there from the Canterbury attackers there. Unfortunately, they've not been able to capitalise on that, but I'm sure if they continue that pressure, something good will come from it. Unfortunate there from the Otago team getting a turnover, but well worked to get back and put pressure on that shot and not finding a play here. And that has come off a Canterbury stick. The goalkeeper confused at who that last touched, and so Otago getting a nice long corner here, hopefully looking to make a great opportunity of it, but Canterbury back on defence, not giving them an easy pass and putting it straight into Canterbury's stick, unfortunately from the Otago skipper there, and it's a free hit to Canterbury. They look to take that nice and early, but the other player's not ready for that, unfortunately, and it's hit their foot. Attacking opportunity here for the Otago girls, putting a ball into the middle, a mistrap there by the Canterbury players though, giving the ball to Otago. A bit of stick hacking there from the Canterbury players, and a dribble around the right. It's a great tackle from the Canterbury player, not giving a PC away, and a big swinging tackle there from the Otago player, giving Canterbury the free hit as they look to take it early. And we see the strikers quite high, trying to put pressure there on those back four, and they look to recycle. A bit of a mistrap there from the Canterbury player, unfortunately, putting that ball out on the sideline, giving the Otago team an attacking opportunity on their right-hand side as they look to drive that baseline. Some great skill there to win a free hit just outside the circle, and I'm sure that they will look to do that yet again with 50 seconds left in this game. A circle penetration could do them justice. Another free hit there. Canterbury putting everything on the line, not wanting to let a goal in this quarter. Not giving them any free options. Having to resort to a bit of a dribble. Puts a great ball in the circle, but cleaned up well by the Canterbury player. And we go for a long corner here. 30 seconds on the clock here, so I'm sure Otago's going to do everything they can to get something out of this. Skipper on the ball, who puts the ball to one of their players. Great receive here. Free shot at the top of the circle. Oh, great save by the goalkeeper. Another great save by the goalkeeper. That's some great goalkeeping by the goalkeeper, and it's a goal. The goalkeeper's done exceptionally well, and they are asking if the ball went out. And in my personal opinion, I did think the ball went out. The goalkeeper's done really well on that one, but I'm not sure that the umpires had the greatest sight to see if that one went out. And if this is a goal, that's going to make the score 1-1 going into the second quarter. And while we wait for the umpires to deliberate on that, I think that that was a great finish from the Otago team, really putting Canterbury under the pressure, giving them a taste of what they gave them to start that quarter off, which was great to see. We are deliberating here on top of the box as well. We are a bit of a split decision. We think the ball was out, and some of us think the ball was in. Some of the sideline people actually asking for a TMO, but I'm not sure that they will do that. But I would love for them to come up here. And they have gone for a 16, so unfortunately Otago have not scored a goal. And I'm sure when players look back on that replay, the decision will be pretty clear there. But a great quarter.
Multiple opportunities, and unfortunately Otago, they did capitalise, but there's a bit of controversy if the ball went out or not. Personally, I think it was still in, but it might just be a bit of bias coming out as Otago restart. But it was intercepted by the Canterbury player. Good use of skill to drag on the inside and change the angle of attack, and she does it again. Unfortunately, you can't get a hold of that tomahawk properly, and a bit of a mistake coming out, but it's alright. As we restart with Emily Brosnahan from the top of the 16. Fortunately, it is cut out by the Canterbury player, or fortunately, however you look at it.
Otago winning a free hit there with Ella Booth on the ball on their right hand side, looking to go up the line but not getting past the Canterbury stick, and they look to counter on their left hand side. Great attacking opportunity here, looking for a circle penetration. They're in the circle here, looking for a shot on goal, but great defence there. Ball still flying around in the circle, but well cleared by the Otago team there, but still on a Canterbury stick. Another drive down the middle of the field. Great pass there to a Canterbury player, and again great defence by the Otago team, not giving them any opportunity. Great stick save there. An open shot at goal. Oh, and it's at a postie stick, but unfortunately it has not gone in the goal, and it is wide, giving Otago the 16. Great little passage of play there by the Canterbury team. Great pressure. Great stick passes there. Unfortunately not managing to get the ball in the back of the net. Now we have Otago attacking their left-hand side, but a great tackle there from the Canterbury team. Managing to get a free hit. Free hit, Canterbury on their right-hand side. Attacking that baseline again. Here we are, baseline drive going forward. Finding another stick pass and winning a PC. Canterbury are really doing well in these baseline drives. I find that it's definitely getting them results, and I think they'll look to continue that for the rest of the game here. And it's showing to give great results there. And a PC there for Canterbury. And I think we might look to see a variation of a straight hit though. But Lockie, what are your thoughts?
It'll be quite nice to see a bit of a drag flick. I know Canterbury seem to be quite good at producing some good drag flickers in their day, so we'll just see what happens.
With the Otago defence looking to set up, not wanting to get another goal down, and I'm sure they'll look to run this one down, using that full 40 seconds they've got to get their PC gear on. Bit of a running drag here from the Canterbury team. The ball comes to the first battery. Here we go for a drag flick. That's a great save by the goalie. A nice stick save there, not letting the ball in. Also a great flick there from the Canterbury team, finding that open area. And they look to go for a nice long corner here on their left-hand side. Taking it fast here. Looking for a circle penetration, getting the ball in, finding another Canterbury stick. We're dribbling here on the left-hand side of the ball and managing to put it on the foot of a Otago player to give them another PC. And I'm sure they might look for another straight dig because that worked really well for them, but maybe trying to put it in a different place this time.
Exactly right. I think Otago just been caught ball watching a few times, just slipping off their players, and unfortunately for them, it's cost them a few PCs. But we'll see how they do this time. It was a great save by the goalie. She's having a pretty good day at the office so far. So we'll see what's Canterbury have in store for us this time. Injection's good, trap's good. Another great save by the goalkeeper. Absolutely fantastic save.
The goalie's playing exceptionally well. She's definitely kept Otago in the team right now. Another great stick save, but also another great PC there from the Canterbury, trying to switch things up. And they win a long corner and get the ball into the circle. And a great shot here to PC though. Unfortunately not getting the advantage there from the Canterbury, who did put the ball in the back of the goal, but after a whistle went, and they are fortunate enough to get another PC. I'm sure we might see another variation going on here, as the injects have been really good, and the outcomes, again, they haven't been a goal, but they have been good outcomes.
Yeah, too right. As we see Canterbury set up for the PC, we'll just see what they have in store for us. Same people setting up. The injection's very good. Trap's good too. We see the same person slap. Oh, it's good defence from Otago. Lots of good pressures. Nikita, is that Nikita? Yeah, the captain fires the ball up.
Oh, an attacking opportunity here coming on the right-hand side for Otago, but unfortunately not getting it past the Canterbury player. And they managed to get the ball back in a big hit coming there from the Canterbury player, giving Otago, a free hit just inside the 25 on the right-hand side. Looking to beat two players here. Manages to beat one, but not beat the other. And Canterbury try to work that ball out on their left-hand side. But unfortunately it goes out on the sideline, giving Otago free hit on the right-hand side. They look to drive to the circle here. And a missed trap from the Canterbury player puts Brooke on the ball at the top of the circle. She looks to use her skills, but unfortunately gets tackled, and Canterbury look to start their counter-attack on the left-hand side here. Good little passage of play there from Otago, really giving some pressure to Canterbury, but they look to deliver that straight back here on the left-hand side. And that's a well-worked free hit there from Emily at the back, who manages to put it on the foot of a Otago player, and they look to start an attack. And Canterbury put a ball into the circle, and it's hit the post. It's hit the post.
Oh,
and that's really unfortunate for Otago, but Canterbury have managed to capitalise on that. Well done. You don't read about that and you don't see that much, but when you do, that's the outcome, unfortunately, and that's just unlucky on the Otago players there.
Yeah, very unlucky from the goalkeeper to leave there. Obviously, you don't see that happening very often, but when it does happen, like Jaden said, it's, Canterbury did pretty well to capitalise it, as Molly Lowe loses the ball into contact with the Canterbury player. She looks under the shoulder for her other high striker. Good use of skill. It's a great shot from the Canterbury striker.
Another great goal from Canterbury. They're really putting Otago under the pressure here, and they really are eager to score goals. It's a great reverse from the top of the circle, which has found a deflection in the middle for another goal for Canterbury. And Otago are really looking under the pump at the moment, but I'm sure they're going to look to change things up here, trying to start an attack. Unfortunately, their passes just aren't going to their sticks, finding Canterbury players. Canterbury are really dominating this game right now, and I'm sure they'll look to continue that fine form going into the rest of this quarter.
See a bit of a dribble from Emily Brosnahan, taken into contact. Unfortunately, she loses the ball. Canterbury look to reset just inside the Otago half. They use the ball wide, but it's a good tackle from the Otago player. She'll look to use a 2-on-1. It's a good pass. Now we have a really good opportunity. It's Onge Payer who dribbles the ball forward. She's a good dribbler. Unlucky. It's good defence. It's good scramble defence from Canterbury though, as Otago look to get a few circle penetrations. It's a good ball. Brooke receives the ball. She'll be looking to use a bit of skill here. Fortunately, duffs the pass as Canterbury look to counter-attack. Fortunately, duffs the pass too, but Otago reset just inside the Canterbury half. They'll be looking to get a good attacking opportunity with nine and a half minutes to go in the second quarter.
Great transfer there from Otago, but unfortunately that pass is just a bit out of the Otago player's reach, and Canterbury look to start their attack on the left-hand side. Great dribble there by the Canterbury player, gets all the way into the circle, and is unlucky to not win a PC or a result, but we get a 16 for the Otago team. 9 minutes left of the first half, and I'm sure Otago are going to look to score a goal. But again, they're just passing the ball straight to the Canterbury players. I think they just need to slow the game down a bit and find those 100% passes. And Canterbury lucky to get another goal here. Another PC. I'm sure they'll continue their fine PC form, and hopefully this time might end in a goal for them. The drag of the last one was a bit wide. Did make the battery move, so maybe they'll look to get this one a bit more accurate this time.
So we see Canterbury set up. Looks like they're going with the double battery again. We'll see what they have in store. The dragouts have been pretty good apart from that last one. So we'll see what happens. Yep, 2 batteries set up. As Otago taking all their sweet time with that 40 seconds to put all their PC kit on. It's a good drag. Oh, it's gone on the goal. It's a good PC routine from Canterbury, you know, the straight hit. And that is the 4th goal of the game, second one from PCs, I believe. So Canterbury will be looking to keep this momentum going into the 3rd quarter with 7 minutes to go. So Otago reset with Brooke McAwee. She'll just look to roll it out wide to Molly Lowe, who just rolls it out back to Emily Brosnahan. It's good patience here from Otago. Unfortunately, a bit of a mistake there, a bit of a mistrap.
It has really been dominated here by Canterbury, and they look to continue that added pressure here. Even though they're 4-0 up, they are looking to put more goals in the back of the net here. I'm sure Otago is really not liking this pressure, so they're probably going to look to give some of their own medicine to Canterbury. But they really need to clean their passes up here. A high ball there from the Otago player, which has put it into the head of the Canterbury player. And that is a turnover there for a Canterbury free hit on the right-hand side here. Again, they're looking to go forward, continuing their attacking opportunity. And nice overhead there, beating 2 of the Otago players. Here at the top of the circle there from the Canterbury player. Big swinging action, but Emily's managed to get in the way of that and stop that shot. So we go for a 16 here. She looks to take her time here, trying to find that right pass, trying to get stick to ball. It's a great pass, but unfortunately that player's not managing to trap that one, so we go for a Canterbury free hit just in front of halfway on the left-hand side here. Again, they are only looking to go forward. Another big overhead there. It's working perfectly for them, so I'm sure that they won't need to change that. Some great overheads we've seen in this game used from the Canterbury players, and they're really working well, getting to their players. And we have a free hit here on the left-hand side, just outside the circle for Canterbury. They look to make a circle entry here, but a great tackle there from the Otago team, giving them a 16 out on their right-hand side.
Yeah, I think although Otago have already conceded 4 goals, I think their defence has been pretty good so far. You know, they're running quite a nice back 3 system at the moment. Their 2 midfielders offering up a fair bit. They're getting a lot of ball, which is good to see. And I think just a few little mistakes that are creeping into the game that don't usually happen for these players. Unfortunately, it might be the pressure or it might be the nerves going into this game, but you know, just a few mistakes that Canterbury have been really well capitalising on. And as we see a good turnover, unfortunately, yeah, just those little mistakes that have been coming out, just a little foot, because that would have been, I think, a 3-on-2 situation if the Otago player had been able to get on a hold of that, but just an unlucky mistake. As we see Canterbury look forward, but intercepted by Ella Booth, and they look to recycle with Brooke McAwee. A good transfer, but it's well cut out by the Canterbury players. They look forward, it's a great ball. As we see another Canterbury player recycle the ball as they get a circle penetration, and I thought that was inside the circle, but no, Canterbury will be looking to get another PC, as the PCs today for them have been working pretty well. So just over 5 minutes left in this 3rd quarter as Otago look to clear out. Unfortunately, the ref took that as it was an intentional over the base clear line, and that means it's a penalty corner.
Being 4-0 up, Canterbury has continuously added this pressure to them. I'm sure they'll be looking to go 5 up here in the first half. It's great to see from the Canterbury team, and this is a great lot of hockey that they're putting on. Unfortunately for the Otago team, the pressure is really getting to them. A lot of missed traps and missed passes not going their way. So I'm sure this is something that they'll definitely be looking to improve going into the next half. But here we have a PC for Canterbury, and I'm sure they're looking to capitalise on this. We might see a variation here. We got a double battery at the top. Another walking out drag here to the second battery. Big sweep, but well stopped by the Otago player. Getting to that second runner, it manages to put that out for a long corner Canterbury. Well defended by Otago, and I'm sure that they will look to defend this one and get an attacking opportunity from this. Long corner on the right hand side there for Canterbury, taken quickly, looking for a nice drive, beats two players, wins a free hit just outside the circle, and here we see the umpires getting to her cards, and an Otago player is off to the bin for 2 minutes for not a great tackle. Sophie Shallard, unfortunately, she's going to be sitting in the bin for 2 minutes, and she'll be on for the last minute of this quarter. That's the last thing Otago needs right now, down to 10 players now. I'm sure Christchurch are definitely going to look to capitalise on this, being one player up right now, using their skills on the right-hand side to get a circle entry there and wins a PC. Some great skill there from the Canterbury player, unfortunately putting that on Emily's foot, winning another PC here.
Yeah, some of this Canterbury team are doing really well today. You know, they're not looking for those long balls, they're looking for those short, sharp passes, and, you know, it's working really well for them. As we see, about their 6th or 7th PC today. And I think they've been working really hard on these PCs because they've been scoring a fair few goals off them, and we'll see what they have in store for us this time. Because the drag outs have been pretty crisp, the traps haven't been too bobbly, they've been pretty flat, and they just need to capitalise on the goal scoring part. Canterbury drag outs, another good drag. Unfortunately, I know it's a goal. It's a great PC goal. But yeah, sorry, the drag was a little bit wide, but the trapper moved enough to be able to have a good trap, and it was a great deflection goal for Canterbury.
What a great result there for Canterbury. They've managed to go 5-0 up in this first half already. It's a well-worked PC, nice variation from the top to a runner on the right-hand side. Bit of obstruction there from the Canterbury, miscommunication, giving Otago the free hit just in front of halfway. It looks to give a nice ball out to their right-hand side. It's kept in, or unfortunately it has rolled outside the sideline, giving Canterbury a free hit. Who looks to go for another overhead. It's kept in, but unfortunately the player's not managed to trap that, and it's gone out the sideline. Here we look to see Otago trying to make an attacking opportunity, going down the line, hitting a Canterbury stick and then going out the sideline. I hope Otago is looking to hold the ball here. Yeah, we go around the back to recycle. Looks to go around, but gives it straight to a Canterbury stick, unfortunately, and they look to start their attack. Top of the circle, yeah, nice pass to the top. Free shot at the top, and another goal. It's a great worked goal from Canterbury. Nice 1-2 play there from those players, and she's managed to put it back on the left-hand side. And now that we see that Otago are back to 11 players, but unfortunately in that time, Canterbury managed to put 2 goals on them. And now they are 6-0 up in the first half with a minute to go. Unfortunately, Otago gives it straight back to them.
Yeah, this quarter's been a lot more structured from Canterbury. They're being a lot more patient when they have the ball. They're not rushing anything. Obviously, being 2 goals up, I think going into that second quarter, they had a lot more confidence on the ball. Just to, you know, use their skills a bit more, look up the line, you know, look for those short, sharp passes, not be looking long and being impatient. And I think that's what Otago needs to be doing going into the third quarter. You know, they're a bit hurry-scurry in this third quarter, just trying to get it into the circle. And I think that sort of hockey doesn't really work at this level. You know, you need to be a lot more patient on the ball. You know, just use your skills and not trying to look long every time you get the ball. Obviously, long balls are quite good, as we see an unfortunate mistrap from Otago. Yeah, long balls are good, but as we see a long ball, but it's intercepted by the skipper. It's picked up quite well. It's a good opportunity for Otago, but it's well cut out by the Canterbury defender. She goes for a dribble up the line. She'll be looking infield. I know she gives it down the line. She's recycled it really well. But it's a good trap from Molly Lowe at the top of the circle as she looks to dribble up the field, and she gives a nice ball. Well, I thought that was a bit high, but obviously not. So the quarter's over. 6-0.
Great first half there from Canterbury, and unfortunately for Otago, they're down 6 now. I'm sure they were looking to come out firing in the next half, and we'll see you in the next half.
We're back. Canterbury started off with an overhead, but it wasn't a very good overhead, and Alabuth takes it down nicely. Oh, a bit of a mistake, and Canterbury already have a good attacking opportunities. They make a circle entry, and first PC with about 10 seconds. It's not the start Otago wanted.
Canterbury look to continue the added pressure they had from the first half, and they've managed to win a PC very early on in this game with a bit of a mistrap there from Alabuth on the side, mispass, sorry. Manages to give it straight to a Canterbury player. And it looks like the Otago team don't have their masks here, so we are going to try to get those down here as quickly as possible. One player running down to get them. Good call from the umpire, giving them time to put their masks on, even though they've exceeded the 40 seconds here.
Yeah, Canterbury will be looking to capitalise again. The PCs, again, have been very, very good this game, and we'll see what happens. The same people have been setting up at the double bracket, a few layoff options, so we'll see if a variation comes out. So Otago finally getting the PC kit on. It's a good injection. Oh, a bit of a mistake from the bracket, the trapper. She didn't know what she was doing, and Otago have a lifeline.
Yeah, a bit of a mishap there from the PC bracket. A bit unfortunate, but lucky for Otago, and they look to get the ball out. Great slice pass there from Emily all the way out to the right. Amples of space here on the right-hand side. Looking for attacking opportunity there from the Otago team. Again, though, giving it straight to a Canterbury player, and they look to build their attack now. Nice wee counter-attack opportunity here. Finding another player. Good transfer to the right-hand side. Again, another pass. Amples of space on the right-hand side here. Finding a high striker there. And who gives another pass. There's some great attacking hockey there from Canterbury. Continuously passing the ball from player to player. Really making that ball move and questioning the Otago team. Bit of a swinging tackle there from the Canterbury player, giving Otago the free hit on the left-hand side. Nice ball straight through to the Otago player, though. Gets a shot on goal, but a great save by the goalie there. There's a great opportunity from a few mistraps there from both teams, which has let the ball dribble all the way into the circle. Now an attacking opportunity here from the top, which is cut off very quickly by Canterbury.
Yeah, it was a great dribble down the line from Annabelle McKnight, then a great ball into the circle, and Onge Peru cleaned it up and had a good shot off it. A great save by the Canterbury keeper. She's already been pulled into action in the first few minutes of the third quarter, so it's been good to see. As Canterbury, great ball down the sideline. Good use of skills from the Canterbury attackers. She looks forward, but it's a good disrupting play from the skipper, as Canterbury are looking to get another opportunity in the first few minutes of the third quarter. Restarted just outside. It has to go 5 before it can enter the circle, and it has so they'll be looking to enter now. It's a bit high as the skipper comes away with the ball, and she looks wide, and unfortunately the Otago player can't get a hold of it. Canterbury are looking to get inside the circle. Good use of skill from the Canterbury player. It's a good tackle by the skipper, but it's a good touch from Molly Lowe, and now it's a long corner, I believe. No, it's a 16.
Exceptional skill there from those Canterbury players. Some nice left to right drags, really getting around those Otago players. And luckily for the Otago team, they've managed to win a 16 here. Emily takes that. Another slice pass there. I believe that may have come off a Canterbury play, giving Otago the free hit. Up right by the 25 on the right-hand side. I look to take that nice and quickly while the Canterbury defence is not set. But again, they're giving it straight to the Canterbury players, and they look to build their counter-attack on the left-hand side. Looking to transfer that ball again. Oh no, straight down the middle, and Emily's managed to win a free hit there, putting it on a foot of the Canterbury player. They look to slow things down here. Again, looking for those long passes. It's worked really well. A free shot here at the top of the circle for the Otago player. They put it straight in the middle, but great to get a shot off, and Canterbury managed to get that ball out of there. I'm sure Otago's going to look to continue that pressure they had put on Canterbury's defence just then, and look for another circle attacking opportunity. Well cut out there by Canterbury though, and they look to build an attack on the right hand side, transferring into the middle for their midfield, finding another pass there. Bit of a mistrap though, but she manages to get control of the ball, put it on a foot, building on the left hand side, waiting for the time to pass the player, straight to one of the Otago team's stick though, and they managed to win a free hit. Some great defence there by Emily.
Yeah, Emily Brosnahan's defending quite well today. She's been involved with a fair few of the turnovers in the inside of their own 22s. We see her throw a great ball up the middle, and just bit of a miscommunication there. I believe that was Sophie Shellard and another Otago player that got a bit confused with who wanted the ball, but no, a great ball nonetheless, and Canterbury restarting the 16. It's a good outlet from Otago as Canterbury look to relieve the pressure also, and I think Otago are congesting one side of the field when the ball's on that side, and Canterbury are looking to utilise that and transfer the ball every opportunity they get as the Canterbury striker gets in. It's a good keeping as Canterbury. Good defence from Otago. Emily Brosnahan again with another tackle as Canterbury reset with a free hit on the sideline. It's a good ball inside the circle, but unfortunately Canterbury player didn't get a hold of it and it hasn't gone 5, so Otago with another lifeline.
Exceptional attacking opportunity from Canterbury, bit of one-handed dribbling skills there from the Canterbury number 1 striker there. She's playing exceptionally well so far, really creating opportunities for the Canterbury team. Emily, nice long ball there, bit of skill from the Otago player, circle attacking opportunity here, driving the baseline, puts it in the middle, but only to a Canterbury stick here. Big shot at the top of the circle, and another great save by the goalie. The goalie's only been in this game for about 5 minutes, but she's playing exceptionally well. She's stopped any attacking opportunity from the Otago team, and they go for a long corner here on the left-hand side. We've got Brooke on the ball here. I'm sure she's going to look to go forward, get that ball in the circle, and she goes wide to the defender there, but just out of the reach. A bit of miscommunication and a turnover there for Canterbury on the right hand side. Another great attacking opportunity there from Otago. The long ball's really working in their favour. It's really catching the Canterbury defence out of it, and it's just creeping through to those high strikers. So I'm sure if a few of those go their way, we might see a few goals coming to the Otago team. Some great pressure there from the Otago strikers, not giving Canterbury an easy out, and a nice turnover going straight to the Otago team. Unfortunately, that ball has managed to cop the head of one of the Otago bench members on the left-hand side, so hopefully that hasn't hurt too much. We go for a big hit there, and it's not gone too well for the Otago team, only reaching Canterbury player, and they look to drive the right-hand side, really beating the Otago player there. She looks to give the ball to the player on the left, miscommunication, but she manages to keep it in. We're here on the baseline on their right-hand side, looking for another baseline drive, puts the ball in the middle, cops the stick of the Otago team, and then cops the stick of the Canterbury player, manages to keep it in, beating the player down here on their left-hand side, but unfortunately dribbles the ball out. Another great baseline drive there from Canterbury. It's really working well for them, and I'm sure they're going to keep doing that for the rest of the game. Now we have a 16 with Emily on the ball. She might look for another long ball. She does. Straight into the midfield with an open player there, and she gets tackled by a sub who's just come on. And they look to start another attacking opportunity on their right-hand side. Otago just popping the ball too far to their player, and it just goes over the sideline, so we've got a free hit to Canterbury on their right-hand side. They look to put the ball straight in the middle, beating 2 players there, even 3 players with another pass. Open play on the left-hand side, great pass there to their right. Looks to drive the baseline, good baseline drive, but finds a Otago stick, but unfortunately that's deemed dangerous, so we get a PC to Canterbury.
Yet another PC for Canterbury. They'll be looking to capitalise on this and possibly get another goal. They've been doing it so well all day, and Otago will be looking to defend. As we see Otago getting ready with the PC kit, not taking 5 minutes to do it this time, which is good. We see a bit of chat with the Canterbury ladies, see what they're going to be up to this time. The same double bracket set up here. Unfortunately, a bit of a misdrag there, and yeah, a bit of a misdrag from the Canterbury, but they get another opportunity, so we'll see what they do this time. You don't really want to see little mistakes like that coming into the PCs, as it's a perfect opportunity to score. See the drag is setting up. Otago ready for this one. It's a better drag this time. It's a good hit, but unfortunately it wasn't on target, and yet again Otago have a lifeline, as we'll see Emily Brosnahan reset once more.
A well-worked PC by Canterbury. Unfortunately, it's just a bit wide, not finding the back of the goal. So we have a 16 here, Emily on the ball. Going to look to take her time to make sure she gets that right pass. Ball straight in the middle, and it goes straight to a Canterbury player, but a bit of a miss trap there. The ball bobbles up, finds a Otago player. We've got an attacking opportunity on the left-hand side. Big reverse coming. She manages to get the reverse shot off, but another great save there by the goalie. They're really testing the goalie out here, but the ball is not gone in the back of the net for Otago. Another long corner here, though. Ball in the circle. Great opportunity here. Ball's bobbling around, but Canterbury managed to get that out and win a free hit there. Again, that's a great opportunity from Otago, but they need to ensure that they get results from that. Being 6-0 down, they've got to capitalise on every opportunity that they get. Great defence there from Otago, winning a free hit nice and high up the field, but Canterbury managing to get hold of that ball again, and they look to recycle that ball around. Canterbury on their left-hand side, attacking in the middle, finds a player on the left-hand side here, but cleaned up by the Otago team. Again, it's these double turnovers, though. They're giving it straight back to the Canterbury team, leading their build, their attacker again. And we're on the left-hand side, ample of space here, looking to beat one player and find that pass. Top of the circle here, in the circle here. Not a great tackle from the Canterbury Otago team, and we've ended in a goal. Exceptional dribbling there from Canterbury, probably from halfway, and she's managed to find the back of the goal.
Yeah, again, those mistakes that I was talking about earlier just seeming to creep into the Otago game. I think the defenders need to be stepping up a lot more, as the Canterbury dribblers are, they've got the hand-eye to be able to dribble 40 to 50 metres and find their high strikers. So I think the Otago players need to play a bit more aggressively and step up a lot more, because when those Canterbury players are in space, so that they can dribble quite nicely, as we see Otago come forward, but it's tackled again, and the Canterbury player, like I said, is using a lot of skill. It's a well cut out pass to reset. Emily Brosnahan looks to slice past yet again, but it's a bit miscalculated, and Canterbury have a free hit just outside the 22 and look to dribble yet again, and she gets another free road to the circle, and is a good tackle from Otago. So they look to outlet through one of their players, and again the ball's cut out by the Canterbury player, and it's cut out again, and we see Otago attack down the right hand side. Good use of skill from Andre Peyru as she looks to give a bit of a crash ball. She recycles it again. Great work. It loses the ball, unfortunately, but gets it back.
Attacking opportunity here for Otago. The ball's managed to be in the Canterbury half, and they'll look to capitalise on that. And we go for a long corner there. A touch coming off the Canterbury stick, so a long corner for Otago. This is a good opportunity here for Otago to make something of it. Ball's in the Canterbury 25, and I'm sure they'll look to make an opportunity and find the right pass here. Canterbury's got some great defence, though, not giving them an easy pass. Finding an Otago player on the right hand side, but the pressure from Canterbury winning them a free hit. The ball just bobbling over the sideline. Bit of a high press there from the Otago team. Another great overhead, though, from the Canterbury player, managing to find a Canterbury team. And it's an unfortunate foot the umpire didn't see there. And the ball at the top of the circle here for Otago, but Canterbury cleaning that up well. And a PC. That's a great result there from the Otago team. A bit of hustle in the circle, not giving up. Bobbly ball, and they've managed to put on a foot. And sure, they'll be looking to capitalise on this opportunity. Hopefully this can end in a goal for them and start the comeback.
Yeah, it should be interesting to see what Otago do here. They have a lot of options with their PCs. We'll see what they do. There's a single bracket set up with Emily Brosnahan shaping to possibly do a slide right deflection or a straight hit. We'll see what happens.
Good drag to the top. Nice wee slide there. Manages to find a Canterbury stick. A bit of a hustle in the middle, though. A lot of sticks hitting. And the umpires are unsure. The ball has ended up in the back of the goal, but the umpires are just going to deliberate and see if there was any foul in that. But in my professional opinion, I think that's definitely a goal there. And that would be good for the Otago team to work on for the next 2 minutes of this game. And it is a goal. That's a great stepping stone there for the Otago team, and hopefully they can continue that scoring opportunities there. Canterbury looked to throw an overhead, though, unsuccessful, finding an Otago player right there. But they managed to win that back. Another attacking opportunity here. Attacking down their right-hand side. A great skill there from the Canterbury player. Finds a nice pass there to her fellow player. Ball in the mixer. Ball still on the stick. Yep, for Canterbury, finding an opportunity. Free play at the top of the circle here. and well defended there by Otago, but not as far as the top of the circle. Ball's back and a touch off the Otago team. Well worked there by Canterbury. Ball stayed in the circle, and they had some really good opportunities there. And here we see another attack coming nice and wide. Unfortunately, though, that is out of the reach of the player and goes over the sideline for a free hit to Otago. But Canterbury won't let them get that out easy. Nice high press there. And good turnover there, finding a Canterbury player. They look to build on the right-hand side still, though, where the congestion is, but they have the skill to do it, and we see another baseline drive here. Good tackle, though, from the the Otago player, sorry. Otago staying in it, though. Ball at the top of the circle, free shot, and just wide. Well worked from the Canterbury player to get the shot off, though, and we go for a long corner here, though. It's a great opportunity there for Canterbury.
Yeah, I think the Otago defence at the moment's been pretty good. You know, they're playing a lot better in terms of their positioning in the circle. As Canterbury get another opportunity. It's a great tackle from Ella Booth, just shadowed her into a nice position and dipped in and got her foot. She looks to reset. She might be looking long, or she might be looking just to give it to Emily, which she does. Emily will be probably looking wide. She uses a bit of skill. That's quite risky. It's risky hockey, but it works out for her as Ella Booth looks long. It's a great ball into space.
Let's just go back to that one. Emily's managed to put the Canterbury player on the ground with a great bit of skill there. A high press there from Canterbury, which has been unsuccessful there, and Otago's worked that out well. We have a free hit, though, to Canterbury on the right-hand side in their 25. Otago with a nice high press, not giving them an easy outlet. And we go for that overhead. Overhead's been working out really well for the Canterbury team, and they continuously do it. Here we have an attacking opportunity down the right-hand side to a free player in the circle with an open shot, free shot. Great save there by the goalie. Another shot opportunity and saved again by the goalie. Ball's just bobbling around the circle, and we have a third shot, but unfortunately that has gone wide. Again, it's great work from the Canterbury team to get 3 shots off. Unfortunately, none of them ending in the back of the goal. And that will end our third quarter. I'm sure Otago can be a bit happier with that one as they managed to get a goal, and I think the score was 1-1 in that quarter.
Yeah, it's much better from Otago. Their defence and attack, they've capitalised on a lot of the opportunities they've had, but you know, again, that ball watching is probably one of the only negative things about this quarter, but I think everything else has been pretty good. You know, they've been those channels, they've been hitting them straight away. They haven't been diddly-dawdling on the ball too much. They've been looking straight at the field, but they've also been outletting a fair bit. You know, they're not impatient with the ball, so it's quite good to see.
For the final quarter of the game, the referee's already started, and Canterbury are looking to take an early free hit there, trying to get Otago on the back foot. And that ball's gone out here, and we see Otago with a free hit just on halfway with Ella Booth on the ball. Canterbury were definitely looking to capitalise on that opportunity with Otago not set when the whistle went, really catching them off guard. Ella Booth on the ball here, she's going to look to recycle that all the way back out, and we do. Good bit of patience, good transfer to the right-hand side as we see early attacking opportunity here from Otago. Well worked and a free hit there for Otago. Some intense pressure coming from Canterbury again. Although they are up 6 goals, they're definitely not looking to. They are looking to score many more goals. That's for sure.
As we see Canterbury quite happy to sit back in what seems like it's a half-court press, and obviously with the difference in the scoreline being that they'll be want to prioritise their defending at the moment, as they've scored quite a few nice goals, and quite happy to sit back in the half-court and let Otago knock the ball around a bit more, which is probably what they want Otago, just to be a bit more patient with the transferring around the back. As we see Canterbury trying to put the ball up the sideline, but it's cut out quite well by Otago, as we have another opportunity, not 5, and we see the Canterbury playing being carded.
We see the umpire going to their cards and a 2-minute card for the Canterbury player. Hopefully Otago can look to capitalise on this, being 1 player up. And as Lockie was saying, Christchurch would definitely, be looking to sit back, as they're not in any rush to score a goal. Nice transfer out to the right, bit of skill there from the Otago player, looking to drive. Big top handle hit, finds an Otago player. Unfortunately, though, it goes down the back of the baseline and not in the back of the goal, so we go for a 16 hit for Canterbury. It's a great opportunity there for Canterbury, Otago looking to capitalise on the Canterbury player being off for 2 minutes. And now we see an attacking opportunity here for the Canterbury players, although it's stopped well by the Otago team, and we see a free hit there for the Otago player on the right hand side. And a free hit just in front of halfway, and we look to recycle that all the way out to the back here, and waiting for the right time to transfer the ball. No attacking pressure here coming, so she's just going to walk the ball forward, and we see a nice long pass, but unfortunately that's cut off by the Canterbury player, and she looks to dribble straight down the middle of the field, looking for those 2-on-1s here, and finds another player there. Not the greatest of tackle there from the Otago player, and we win a free hit there for Canterbury just outside the 25. Might look for the long pass in though, or we transfer that out to the left hand side, and she looks for the big hit but decides to go for the short pass instead. Missed trap from the Otago player, sees Canterbury off the ball just on top of the circle, and a bit of an elbow from the Otago skipper to give Canterbury a free hit. Taken really quickly, nice 1-2 play there, all the time in the world, top of the circle. Great skill there from the Canterbury player, and the ball's just been hit out there by Alaboth to give Canterbury the free hit.
It's what Otago needed, just Alaboth clearing the ball out to give Otago a bit of breathing space. I've been under the pump for the past few minutes, so it'll be good to see as Canterbury, another nice 1-2, as the ball in the circle. Another great save by the keepers, another opportunity for Canterbury to score. The ball seems to be chipped over the goal, and it's good pressure.
That was a reverse opportunity there from the number 1 Francesca from Canterbury. Unfortunately, though, she bobbles the ball over the top of the goal, and Otago for a free hit just outside the circle. Canterbury making a few subs there, so no pressure from the strike line there. And here they are putting the pressure on, and we see a turnover there from Francesca from Canterbury. We have a 2-on-1 opportunity here, and she puts the ball in. The goalkeeper though cleaning that one up and giving the ball straight back to the Otago team. Goes for a long pass down the line but doesn't get as far as the sideline, so we go for a free hit Canterbury on their left hand side. Immense pressure yet again coming from the Canterbury girls as she looks to go over. It's a great overhead there, and it's going to go all the way down to the baseline and finding an open player. She looks to use her skill and unfortunately uses the back of her stick, and a free hit to Otago on the right hand side.
Yeah, you're noticing when the Canterbury players are dribbling, they often change the angle of attack, and it makes a lot of space for the Canterbury team, which is why they've scored a lot of goals. They've utilised all the space as the ball's cut out quite nicely by Molly Lowe. She tries to dribble, but unfortunately is tackled as the ball. Canterbury, another very good opportunity. Nice bit of skill from Francesca from Canterbury, as they have a free hit just inside the 5 metre, or just inside the circle. Oh, well, I wouldn't have thought that ball would have gone 5, but the umpire has a different opinion, and as Otago look to utilise this fantastic opportunity, as unfortunately the ball did not go where it was intended, and it was a good interception by the Canterbury player and good pressure by Otago, but the Canterbury player's got it back. She gives it out to the other fullback and looks to relieve a bit of pressure by giving it to the midfield, but it's a good outlet by Canterbury as they look to use this right hand sideline, and it's a great one-touch pass as the ball's cut out by Emily Brosnahan yet again. As another opportunity, it's a 2-on-1 situation. It's a great tackle by Molly Lowe.
Yeah, we see a Canterbury player, Sophie, wide open on the post there, but Otago's managed to cut that off really well. Not as far as the Canterbury stick though, and we are still an attacking opportunity. Missed trap though from the Canterbury defender. We see Otago looking to make a quick counter attack. In the middle of the field though, looking for that long pass. The ball's floating on the right hand side. It's a race to the ball, and we see Canterbury make the effort to get there first, and they look to get that ball out. And they win a free hit on their left hand side, and I'm sure they'll look to just take their time in this free hit. No rush to get that ball forward. Nice high press there from the Otago girls, looking to turn that ball over as high as possible, and Canterbury managing to find a free play in the middle and winning a free hit there. Unfortunate for Brooke, it's hit her foot, and Canterbury have won a free hit.
Yeah, the Otago press is a lot more aggressive, but I think they're leaving a few of the midfield players unmarked, unfortunately. It's a good interception, but Canterbury have got the ball back, and it's hit the skipper's foot as the outside the 22, so it doesn't have to go 5. And another good bit of skill. They've gotten inside the circle, and looks to be... Oh no, it's not a PC. No, sorry, I thought that would have been a PC for sure, but Otago... Oh, that's a good ball into space, but there's no one there. Annabelle McKnight, is she going to win the foot race? Oh, well done. Fantastic work from the number 8. She uses a bit of skill. Well done. But it's a good tackle as they look to... It's a great long handle tomahawk pass. But unfortunately, the number 14 Canterbury player can't get a hold of it.
Otago look to build their attack here. Just ball in the middle with Emily. Brooks calling for that ball wide in the middle. Great pass out to the left-hand side there with an open player. Trap isn't the greatest though, so she manages to keep possession of the ball, drives to the left-hand side, looking for a circle penetration there, puts the ball in. Unfortunately, that's straight to a Canterbury player, and they put the ball out for a free hit to Otago. Right up on the left-hand side there. They look to build an attack there, but doesn't get past in a Canterbury player, and they look to win a free hit there to get the ball out of their defence. Free hit though to Otago, but unfortunate for the Canterbury player, but I'm sure Otago are going to look to make use of this free hit, and they look to drive, finds Brooke there free in the middle, but she doesn't get past no Canterbury player unfortunately. But another double turnover here. We see the ball go into the circle, but stopped by a Canterbury player. And we see a foot there again, so it's these double turnovers that are really happening a lot in the final quarter here, and genuinely seem to be going Otago's way, so hopefully they can capitalise on that and put another goal in the back of the net. Free hit to Otago just outside the 25. Brooks on the ball, looks to recycle it to the Otago skipper Nikita, looks for a dribble up the field, finds a free play on the right, but unfortunately just out of the reach, and a turnover to Canterbury. Free hit on the left hand side, looks to take it quite early, finds a free play down the left hand side, and she looks to use her skills to beat a player. She does well. Emily's still in the tackle though, channeling down the line, and now, oh, it's a great tackle there. Great tackle by the Otago player there to get the ball out, and a long corner here for Canterbury. Some people heard all stick, but I believe that was a great tackle, and Canterbury here looking for a attacking opportunity. Ball on their left hand side. 11-man defence here from Otago. Nice long ball to the right hand side. Good transfer. Finds an open player though. Just gets past the striker on their right hand side again. Not probably looking for another baseline drive, but well defended there by Brooke, who manages to get the ball out. Stick to stick passes here from Otago, but it doesn't get past the Canterbury stick, and that will be back of the stick as the ball bobbles up, and we see Otago with a free hit just outside the circle.
Yeah, well, that was a fantastic passage of play from Canterbury. They were really patient with the ball inside of the Otago half, just knocking it around the back a few times, and those channels really opened up. They overloaded the right side and got a nice circle penetration, but the Otago defence was there. There's a bit of a mistrap from the Otago half, unfortunately, but Canterbury will look to utilise that as it's inside their 22. You know, you don't often like to see mistakes inside the 22, but it's always good for an attacking team as Canterbury sort of throw the ball away, but it's recycled quite nicely by Otago as they look to use the sideline. Oh no, they go infield a little bit, but it's recycled by the Canterbury players. They just look to be patient, knock it around the back a few times more, because it's been working pretty well for them. They've been doing it well all day. Good interception, but Canterbury have got the ball again as the mistrap falls quite nicely as Canterbury seems like they're going to get another circle penetration, but it's a good touch from Molly Lowe as the Otago player dribbles out, but it's a good tackle from the Canterbury player, but Otago get another lifeline as Molly Lowe will look to long handle it up the line. It's a good ball into space. As you see Canterbury reset yet again. Another good transfer. So you look at all the space down the right-hand side. They've been doing it really well. They know where the space is, but unfortunately a little bit of a miss hit there, and they can't utilise that space that they have.
Free hit to the Otago team just behind halfway. Alaboth's going to be on the ball here. With 6 minutes to go in this game, I'm sure Otago's going to look to make every attacking opportunity that they can. As Ella looks to come all the way out to the back to Emily, who's got the ball, looks to take her time, find that right pass. No pressure coming from the Canterbury team, who are just quite happy to sit back on a three-quarter press. Finds that right half, and she manages to put it on a foot of a Canterbury player to win that free hit. As she looks to come back out to Emily, again, no pressure coming from the Canterbury team, sitting on that three-quarter press. Pretty happy with the scoreline so far. And that ball just goes straight over the baseline for a free hit to Canterbury. Canterbury's definitely laid off their pressure a little bit with the final 5 minutes, just resting their legs. Pretty happy with how the game's gone so far, sitting on a three-quarter press when they are defending. Now Canterbury with the ball, big long handle on the right, but doesn't get past the Otago stick, and they look to start a counter-attack on the left-hand side. Bit of skill there to beat the player. Looks to recycle the ball out, but pressure coming from the Canterbury players. Well worked there from the Otago number 7 as she dribbles past 3 people. Brooke on the ball now, getting immense pressure from the Canterbury players, but gets the ball out to Ella on the left-hand side. Looks to start in the attack, and is intercepted by the Canterbury players. And they look to long handle again, which has found a Canterbury stick, but a missed trap, and we go for a 16 here for Otago.
Yeah, Otago will be just looking to reset. It looks like Canterbury is setting up for a three-quarter press, so they get a little bit more space to move the ball. As Emily has been hitting those channels really nicely today, and she'll probably continue to do so as she walks the ball forward. Bit of a long handle comes out. You know, it's a bit of a cricket shot. I've heard that she's quite the cricket player apparently. She's sponsored by Sporting Edge, so you get it on the big jobs as you see Canterbury restart. Oh, that's a great triangle from Canterbury. They've just absolutely carved the Otago midfield up. Oh, that's a fantastic passage of play from Canterbury as they look to get into this inside the circle for an opportunity. Great use of skill. Oh, the shot goes away, but that's good defence from Otago. You know, they recovered really well. But, gee whiz, that passage from Canterbury was so mesmerising to watch. They used the midfield triangles really nicely. They transferred the ball, nice short, sharp passes as Emily walks the ball up again, uncontested. It's a great ball into space. It's fantastic. It's a 2-on-1 situation. If she gets that ball away, oh, it's a great opportunity for the Otago to score here. Oh, unlucky. That was close. But
she's put the ball just wide. Unfortunately, an Otago player not managing to get a stick on that post. But we go for a long corner, which means Canterbury managed to get a touch on that ball. Long corner for Otago, puts the ball at the top of the circle. Recycled out to Brooke, and she looks to bring it all the way back out to Emily, and they look to start their attack from the back. 11-man defence from the Canterbury girls, and we look to go straight down the middle, but unfortunately that goes straight to a Canterbury stick, and they look to start their counter-attack on their left-hand side. Great skill there from the Canterbury player Francesca on the left-hand side. One-handed dribbling again, manages us to get all the way to the top of the circle, and decides to find a player down the left-hand side. We see a baseline drive, no, ball into the mixer, and that's gone through everyone, but luckily for Canterbury, they managed to get the ball again. And well defended by Otago to find a Canterbury foot. Taking really quickly, trying to put Canterbury under the pump, trying to catch them off guard with those early free hits, but not going too well, and passing it straight back to a Canterbury player. And they look to go forward here yet again. A bit of a mistrap though from the Canterbury player to give Otago the free hit on the right-hand side with 2 minutes 30 to go. I'm sure Canterbury will be pretty happy with the result so far, and Otago hopefully will be looking to put another goal in.
You know, as we see Otago reset just outside their own half, I think. They'll probably be looking to look for the midfielders. They're playing quite an aggressive press now. It seems like Canterbury are throwing everything and the kitchen sink at this Otago side in this last quarter, as we have a good opportunity for a shot away, but it's a good tackle from Emily Brosnahan yet again as Otago clear the ball. Bit of a controversial decision, it seems like, as the Canterbury players throw their hands up in awe. But as we see Canterbury restart, it's a good use of the sideline, as we see a good tackle from Otago, really good tackle. Good trap too. See a good opportunity for Otago to attack down the sideline here, as it's a good recovery from the Canterbury player to get the ball back, as she'll probably look to outlet the ball or not, go up the line. she gets a free hit from it, so that's a good outcome for Canterbury in their own half. She'll just look to play the ball out, might be patient around the back here as the other fullback gives it to the other fullback.
As we almost head into the final minute of the game, we have a free hit for Otago with Ella Booth on the ball on the left-hand side. Looking for that long pass to the middle. Unfortunately, doesn't find an Otago stick and bobbles out the sideline for a Canterbury free hit on their left-hand side. And we see a bit of a passive press here from the Otago girls. It seems like a one-man press, which isn't ideal for the defenders of the Otago team. And the ball goes out for a free hit on Canterbury in the last minute of the game. I'm sure they'll be definitely looking to put another goal. Some great skill there in the middle. Finds a free play on the left-hand side. Amples of space. Beats another player. Great skill. Doesn't beat the other player, but holds possession of the ball. Finds a play on the baseline. We're looking for a baseline drive here. Great bit of skill. Great tackle though from the Otago player for a long corner, Canterbury.
So Jaden, there's been a fair few standout players in this game, but who would you think your player of the day would be?
I think number one from Canterbury's been playing really well up front. Not sure how many goals she's got to her name, but she's had a really great game. Definitely the Canterbury strikers are really playing aggressive in the circle. And we go for a free hit to the Canterbury team. Not very happy with the call, asking the umpires to deliberate, and successfully getting the umpires to deliberate. As that ends the game, we could be going to a PC, or that could be the end of the game. We'll see what the umpires say. I think they'll be pretty happy with a free hit, and that'll be the game, I believe. Or they might make things interesting. Yeah, they make things interesting, go for a PC. Scoreline 7-1 with a PC to go. Canterbury with a chance to take the scoreline to 8-1 or keep the score at 7-1 with great defence coming from Otago. We'll see what happens. We've got all the Canterbury players coming up to the top of the circles. This is the final play, so as soon as the ball goes outside the dotted line, that is the end of the PC. And in fact, the end of the game. Good drag out. Well defended. Shot straight at the goalie. Great save from the goalkeeper. Ball still in the circle though. Canterbury on the ball. Still got an opportunity. Ball goes up and out, and that ends the game. So the final result is 7-1 to Canterbury. Not sure Otago will be too happy with that, but they do get another opportunity to come at them tomorrow, so we'll see what tomorrow brings. Lockie, though, you asked me who my player of the day was, and I'm going to ask you who your player of the day was.
Yeah, well, you know, obviously Otago being the losers in this situation, I think there were a few stand-up players for them. The likes of Annabelle McKnight had a few very good runs up at the front. Emily Brosnahan, Ella Booth, the goalkeeper for Otago, all had very good games. But I think, I'm not sure what the name is for the Canterbury player, but one of the fullbacks had a very good game at the back. She was very patient on the ball. Yeah.
Alright, what a spectacular game. Game 2. We got one game to the Otago boys, one game to the Otago girls. And we will be back in probably 10 minutes for the next game. Thank you.